1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hedding here, coming to you today with the old fiddle tune Billy in the Lowground in the key of C. This is a great old classic fiddle tune that you'll definitely hear at some jam sessions. It's a great workout in the key of C. It'll give you a bunch of positions, commonly used positions in the key of C that are really helpful. I've got a basic A part and a basic B part, and then a variation for each part. You'll get some practice playing the basic melody, and then also some practice on how to create an easy variation for this song. I'll break down all the solos note for note, and then show you a bunch of backup I would do for this song. So how to do easy two-finger strumming chords, and then how to do more like a chopped bluegrass version. I'll break that down as well. And if you're watching the preview of this lesson, you can head over to my website, MikeHeddingMusic.com, and grab the full lesson. You'll get access to watch all the videos, and you can download the tabs and the practice tracks. Alright, here's Billy in the Lowground in the key of C. Alright, let's start breaking down this lesson for Billy in the Lowground in the key of C. Let me start by playing the first 5 measures, and then we'll start breaking it down. Here we go. 1. Do that a few times. One time really slow. 1. Okay, so we're going to start with our measure 1 is going to be the pickup to the A part. So the A part actually starts in measure 2, and we're going to play 3 quarter notes on beats 2, 3, and 4. So you heard me counting beat 1, 1, and then we're going to play the open low G string, 2nd fret with your first finger, and then 4th fret. We're basically walking up to this 5th fret C note, which is our root note of our chord. So we're kind of just walking up into that note. So 1. And then you can practice again landing on the 5th fret. That'll kind of complete the walk up. So you have 1. So not too hard there. So 1. You can see I'm using all downstrokes as well to help me not rush through that part. And then for measure 2, we're going to go 5, 4, 5 on the low G string. This is where we're going to start doing some alternating picking. So you'll see the pick direction below the tab. The staple looking symbols are the downstrokes. The V looking symbols are the upstrokes. On all the down beats, we're going to use downstrokes. On all the up beats, we're going to use upstrokes. So we're going to go 5, 4, 5. And then an upstroke on the D string. And then 2, 5 on the D string. And then open 2 on the A string. So you have and then we're going to get up to this 3rd fret in measure 3. So that's kind of completes the lick. So you have you can kind of notice how I'm hovering my 3rd finger over this 5th fret. My 1st finger is kind of hovering over this 2nd fret, and my 2nd finger is kind of hovering in between these 3rd and 4th frets, okay? So that's what I want you to keep your hand stretched out like that. So that's what we're doing there. We're kind of just walking up those notes. Like the simplest way to do it would be something like that with all downs. We're just filling it up with a little bit more picking. You could also kind of experiment doing, you could do a couple 5th frets. Once you get the basic part of it down, you just want to hear kind of that walk up. You could do it with more scale notes. something like that. Again, you can kind of play around with that idea once you get down. Basically, we just want to go from this low C to this high C, and we're doing it in one measure. So that's what we're doing there. Let's put 1 and 2 together. So we have 1. That's into measure, the beginning of measure 3. So one more time, 1. The other thing I want you to practice is keeping your fingers down. See how I'm keeping this note down instead of going, you know, you're going to do a lot of this kind of back and forth. So keeping your notes down as long as possible will really help you smooth out the song. All right, one more time, 1. And then you land on that note for the beginning of measure 3. That's going to be a quarter note. And then we're going to go 3, 5, 3. And then 2 open. And then 5th fret with an upstroke on the D string. So you have... That's good picking practice there. So you have... I'm using a lot of what I call this bouncing technique, where you basically have your note, like for example in measure 3, your melody note is this 3rd fret on the A string. And I call it kind of the bouncing technique, where you're basically going one note higher in the scale and then right back to your target note. So you can do it higher or lower. So you could do something like, hear how I'm bouncing around my target note. We're kind of doing the same thing down here. So that's what I call it, the bouncing technique. That just helps for me to remember it. But it's basically a way to take, instead of just playing like a long note, now you have a way to fill up that space. So something like that, okay? So that's measures 2 and 3. And then measure 4, we're going to go to an A minor. So you're going to play open A string, and then open 3 on the A, and then open A again, 5th fret on the D with an upstroke, and then open 3 on the A again. Again, we're using that kind of bouncing technique, this time with a minor chord. So that's what we're doing there. And then measure 5, put your 3rd finger on the 5th fret and slide from 5 to 7 while doing a down up. So you slide up and you do a down up A string, E string there, and then open E one more time with a down, and then up on the 3rd fret with your 2nd finger of the high E, and then back to open. So you're right here. That's good practice. That's 4 and 5. And then the end of 5 is open 4 on the low G string. So you slide up, and then we're going to get back down. So you basically go back and play kind of like the intro again. So let's play 4 and 5 a few times. So, a little faster. So you really kind of use this last E string. That gives you time to you hit that note, and then you're back down. Okay, let's play those first 5 measures. Here we go. Couple times. A little fast. Now Now we're back to measures 6 and 7 are the same as 2 and 3. So we play that exact same melody line. So that's all the same as 2 and 3. So that'd be a great spot to memorize that part. If you did that, if you memorized those two measures, you would have 50% of the basic A part down. Okay? And then measures 8 and 9, we're back to our A minor, except we're going to play like a little ending lick this time. We're going to go open A string, and then open 2 open on the A, back down to the 5th fret of the D string, and then 2 open on the D. So you have... And then a little ending lick, 5, 2 open on the D, up stroke on the 4th fret of the G string, and then 5th fret. So you have... That's just a nice little ending lick in C. So you have... That's the whole basic A part. So let's play that part. We have... Alright, thanks for watching this video, and if you liked the lesson, make sure you click the subscribe button below so you can stay up to date on all the latest lessons. Thanks for watching.